Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are tweaking Mono Blue Tempo for Brothers War Standard. The top 5 most played decks in Brothers War Standard right now are Mono Red Aggro, Azorius Soldiers, Mono Black Aggro, Mono White Soldiers Aggro, and Grixis Midrange, all of which are pretty creature heavy. So for that reason, we're running 4 copies of Essence Scatter and 4 copies of Make Disappear and 0 copies of things like Spell Pierce and Negate, trying to tilt our strategy more towards defending against creatures than non-creature spells. The only thing we really have to worry about is Invoke Despair at 5 mana, and Make Despair can still deal with that for most of the game. It's only until they get to 7 mana and can pay for the cost, and even then you could potentially casualty sack one of your Delvers to copy Make Despair and counter Invoke Despair as well. The other non-creature spells we have to worry about are the more unconditional removal spells like Infernal Grasp and Go for the Throat, and again we can Make Despair those early in the game. And we also have Fading Hope and Slip Out the Back at our disposal, but mostly we're leaning towards being able to counter creatures because that is mostly what our opponents are playing, including big baddies like Sheldred. That's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. Looks fine to me. Mono Red Dryu. Well, we're on the draw, so we don't get to counter their 2-drop. So let's see how much damage we take off it. Bank Buster. It's actually go big Mono Red. All right, we're good on land. We'll take anything other than land, basically. Okay, bottom that. And hold Impulse and Make Disappear. I guess turn 3 is like Chandra for them. I don't know what else they would do. Do nothing. Yeah, I'll take an Impulse here. Delver's okay this turn. Backup Impulse is maybe even better. Probably just going to kill the Delver. I think we take Backup Impulse here instead. Just keep drawing. Alright, looks like they're just going to draw with Bank Buster this turn. Okay. Hold here. They go ahead and take their draw. Oh boy. 2 mana, 2/2 Menace. Enters battlefield, create a tap Power Stone token. When it leaves the battlefield, sacrifice Power Stone. Okay, I think we should let you go. Don't think I care at all about that. And we get Thirst here instead. Drop off a land. We could probably drop the Djinn this turn and hold Make Disappear. I think I'm fine with that. Okay, and here. Can't be used to cast a non-artifact spell. So it can only be used to cast artifact spells. Could be used to pay for Make Disappear cost, though. Okay. Attack first with the Menace creature. Sure. Happy to take 2 damage. They go for Fable here, which we actually can't counter anyway. So they get to resolve that. So we should be able to Impulse here for free. Fading Hope could be useful for the token. We have plenty of dig power. Land's also pretty good, though. I think we take Fading Hope for the token. Hit land anyway. Feels pretty good. So what do you most want to do this turn? I think we Fading Hope the token attack. More counters are okay. I think we play out an island and a Delver and hold everything else. I think they could burn down the house through Make Disappear. So we'll just attack like this. And might slip out the back, might Make Disappear. Take the draw. Okay. Attempt to Voltage Surge there. This is probably a good Make Disappear target. It's getting worse and worse as they have more mana. And we'll slip out the back next turn. Okay. They get their draw, discard. Boundary online. Crew and swing. Yeah, we're relying on slip out the back to protect us from burn down the house at this point. They're going to be able to get through our Make Disappear. Okay. No blocks. Down to 12. Karn. Okay. Fine. Let's create a tapped Power Stone token. Alright, I guess we'll take the draw then. I think the Jin's probably safe this turn. Okay. Backup Jins are interesting. I don't even think Make Spear's that good at this point. I think you're free to go. And I don't think we care that much about creatures either, so maybe it's like that. Decline. Okay. Can start by swinging for 8. Do we care about this thing at all? I think we're just going for lethal. And I think we play out one of these Jins, maybe. I still think they can run burn down the house. So we can slip out the back one of them. But I don't think we need to overextend beyond that. So we'll just end here. Flip the Fable. They have to answer both flyers this turn, though. They don't dig for an answer. Okay. Manual tap. Oh, Gord. Good lord, what does this do? 5 damage to any target, 4 damage to any target. So they pick off one of the Jins, but not both, and they can block the other one. Okay. That's fine. So we'll slip out the back now, and we're not dead. Then we can still attack with both. So now they need another removal spell or a flying blocker. Otherwise, they still lose here. Okay. They're not scooping. So they swing for 6 this turn. Technically 3 mana open, but only for... It can't be used to cast a non-artifact spell. We'll take 6. Drop to 6. Fine. Okay, well. Let's see what they got. Block there. Take 9. Okay. Take 9. Okay. Funky deck there. One play with no counter spells actually isn't amazing here. We could try one mulligan. Yeah, I think this is actually a little bit better. Maybe we drop off 1 land. Maybe Thirst here. Okay. Alright. The old mirror match. Let's do it. Counter the creature spell. I want that eventually. I guess that's fine. It doesn't protect the Jin, though, but they're not going to destroy the Jin. I guess we just want to counter their Jins. Backup Impulse isn't too bad here. Okay. Card draw would be really good. Because we're not going to slam the Jin this coming turn. Land's okay. Maybe eventually we just want more Jins, though. We have to hit that 4th land eventually. Maybe we just take land here. Make sure we hit it on time. Backup land anyway. Okay. Not slamming the Jin into a counterspell this turn. Okay, they think hard and then finally decide to impulse. Kind of weird. Not sure what else they were thinking about. Okay. And we impulse of our own. They thirst a response and tap out and let us deploy our Jin. Okay. Fading Hope, I guess. The thing is, they're not going to destroy the Jin. I think we just want card draw. We don't even need the Delver necessarily. Okay. We'll hold the Otawara. We could want it at some point. And hold Essence Scatter for their Jin. There it is. We have the counter. Let's see if they have Spell Pierce. Fading Hope in response. Okay, we just redeploy it. No problem. One to the bottom. Definitely playing you out. I might play the Otawara. I think Thirsting is better with the guaranteed land drop. It is nice to have the bounce effect. I think I'd rather do it like this. Okay. And here, we could impulse for a counterspell. They play their own Odawara. Thirst, we'll let that go. Okay, they drop a Terror. I guess if we had a counter, we could try to counter it. We raced them pretty hard on the way back, though. Sure, let's dig for a counter spell here. We don't get there. We get a Terror of our own. I think I'd rather just take the next impulse. Okay. One more time. Slip out the back for another Fading Hope. Could be useful. I think we'll take that. Start with a Thirst. Backup Jin's nice. Take the Scry here. Don't need more land. Okay. Swing for 7 in the air. And we drop the Jin, make sure the auto tapper is fine. Okay. Holding Slip out the back for Fading Hope. They finally get their own Jin down. Yeah, we try to counter this. Probably counter our counter, but that's okay. We can always slip out the back their Jin. 1 mana left. No blocks. Okay. Let's see if we can slip out the back their Jin and swing for victory. Fading Hope now. Okay. But they're all tapped out. So we get through at least 8 damage this turn, and we get to resolve our own Jin. I think actually what we do here is we slip out the back on their upkeep. If we do it now, then they could bounce our Jin and swing for victory. So I think we're actually going no attacks. And we'll end turn. And then on upkeep, we'll phase out the Jin before they have a chance to draw into another counterspell. And see if they have the counter right now. They Deluge. They have to look for a negate. Interesting. Deluge. You don't often see that in this deck. Especially because the amount of mana spent to cast it is reduced, so you don't even get to dig as hard. They get the negate, though. They do. Okay. Now they get to draw. That was the crucial moment right there. Okay. Lethal presented. We have to block at least the first Jin. And that's lethal. Damn. Damn. Close one. Opponent goes first, which is too bad, but this is keepable. Take the mull to 6, and it is Azorius. Could consider for more land. I think we'll go for Delver here, though. Azorius do nothing. They let us untap. Klein will take the land. Probably swing here for 1. You don't even have a counter. We just have slip out the back. Alright, so we're going to consider on their turn. Faithful Mending. Okay. Potentially Azorius Reanimator. Good news is we can set up pretty nicely for their turn 5 reanimation. And just hold counter magic until then. Bin Kyrie the Swirling Mist, though. Okay. Maybe not Reanimator. Not sure. Alright, start with a Consider. Fading Hope is protection for the Jin eventually, but we're not quite there yet. I think I prefer a hard counter. More land. Decline. It's not bad for this turn. They really gonna have a creature to counter, though? Yeah, we can drop this. Try to get under any counters they have. Enter. Okay, they do nothing on that turn cycle. See if we flip. Decline. More land is okay, but not exactly what we want. Decline. We can drop the Jin and protect it with Slip Out the Back. It gets countered by Make Disappear, though, which is probably not worth it. So I think we're just sitting here one more turn. And we'll Thirst on their turn. They spend all their mana on that. We don't have any protection for the Jin besides slip out the back. I think we let this go. Yeah, you can have one of these. I'm stuck on 2 lands, though. Okay, attempt a thirst. No stick at all, so we're pretty good. Do you want to drop off the land? I think it's fine, too. Hit land anyway. Play out the first Jin here. Hold slip out the back. End here. They finally hit their 3rd land drop. Restoration of a Ganjo. Let that go. Get more land, which is good for them. Alright, we'll go ahead and take this draw. Impulse. Decline. We really want the hard counter. I'm kind of tempted to dig for it right now. Make disappear is what I want. Let's go ahead and take that now. Could drop the next Jin, have only 1 mana open for make disappear, and slip out the back. I think I'm okay with that. Essence Scatter, yeah, should be fine. Alright, swing for 4. And it drops to 17. And we hold make disappear and slip out the back this turn. They get to pseudo ramp, but it does come in tapped. See if they go for a sweeper. Nope, it's another Revelry. That's fine. Okay. We finally flip, which is nice. Can probably take you now. We don't really need Essence Scatter in this matchup. We could drop off both Essence Scatters. Let's do it like that. Keep hitting land. Attack for 14 in the air. Actually, even more than that. Was trying to figure out if it's worth trying to cast everything just to get lethal, but they scooped anyway. On the play, looks pretty good to me. I think we'll probably just try to scry into more land here. Okay. Let's see. Yep, land's good. We'll draw that, and then we can impulse next turn. Maybe just take another land. Mono red Phoenix Chick. Alright. They're on the battlefield. We could eventually have a blocker, but I don't think we'd... Likely we would not block and risk a lightning strike to the Jin anyway. Yeah, I mean, we want to slow them down a little bit. Go ahead and counter this. Okay. We're almost just safe to drop the Jin here, but I think we don't need to risk it. We could drop a Delver and Impulse this turn. I think that's fine. And try to hit land. And ideally have a counterspell plus the Jin, just in case they try to Lightning Strike plus another removal spell. Squee. Yeah, I think we still probably counter that, actually. That can add up to a lot of damage over the course of the game. Means we might not have protection for the Jin. Take 1. See if we can flip. Nope. Land's not bad, though. It's just that, do we run out our only Jin into double removal? We don't have to. We could take the Thirst instead. We get an Impulse. I think I'm willing to do it. Because we at least get an Impulse to dig for the next Jin if they use 2 spells here to pick off the first one. Phoenix Chick, okay. Doesn't look like double removal to me this turn. Okay, so that implies the Lightning Strike, so we'll go into blocks here. Drop to 15. Reckless Impulse, okay. There's a Lightning Strike. And maybe they get the Swift Spear for free this turn. Okay. Thirst is pretty good. I think we take the Thirst here. Double Thirst this coming turn. Sure. Reveal the counter. Flip there. Let's start with a Thirst. Drop off the land, I guess? We drop off the Thirst and the Essence Scatter. That maybe lets us deploy the Terror, which is pretty obnoxious for them to deal with. I think maybe that's better here. Okay. Swing for 9. When it drops to 10. Drop a pair of 5/5 Ward 2s. It's quite a lot for mono red to deal with. And they scoop. Yeah, it's tough. Delver on the play. Looks fine to me. Alright. Let's see if they have that turn 1 removal spell. Red. Swift Sphere. Alright. It's not removal. No blocks. Are we flipping? Nope. Okay. We'll scry. Question is land. If we reveal that, we flip. But I think we just want land at this point. And we're not blocking, so we'll swing for 1. And probably counter whatever they do. Hopefully it's not a 1-drop. Hopefully they run out a 2-drop here. Maybe swing for 1 Lightning Strike. Happy to eat the damage. What else you got? That's all. We can Impulse now, let him pick off the Delver. I think I'm okay with that. Ultimately, the Djinn is our win con. Let's hit some more land here. And let him pick off the Delver if they want to. Yeah, land's good here. They don't pick off the Delver, though. Sure. Well, we're flipped now. Okay. I mean, they're definitely thinking about something. I guess now they're going to try to Lightning Strike it or play with fire. Prowess on their turn, though, isn't as good. Yeah, we'll try to make Spear this. Okay, drop them to 16. Patchwork Automaton. Okay. Interesting. We hit the land for the Djinn, which feels pretty good. So we'll play that out. And mostly just holding Essence Scatter here. Now they do get the trigger if they just cast it, even if we counter it. Kumano. Can't counter that. Resolves. Down to 16. They do run out the creature here. And I guess we'll counter it just to get the Djinn bigger. Let's see if they have one more creature or spell here. And they get the Ronin. Okay. But no attacks. Djinn holds them off. Backup Djinn's okay. It's pretty good, actually, I'd say. Especially if they didn't attack the last one. Okay. Swing for 6. When it drops to 7. Play out Backup Djinn. Hold the next Essence Scatter. Also hold Thirst, but... basically just need to, we don't care about you, because you don't deal with our flyers. So that's looking like game there. Try the Ronin here, they're all tapped out. Do we care about that? I don't think so. None of this matters. The only thing that matters is if they can, yeah, just let it all go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. No blocks. Take 8. If they have a flying blocker or a removal spell, then that's bad. But it looks like not. Could have taken the draw there, but that is lethal. 9 in the air. Alright, pressing on. Okay, opponent goes first. Got a little bounce into counteraction, though. Rack does do nothing. Yeah, we'll drop a Delver here on 1. See if they have the answer. No cut down, no Voltage Surge. Harvester instead. Decline. Okay. Well, nothing here. If they want to sack the Harvester, we can bounce the Delver with the Fading Hope. Grixis. 2 attacks. Take 3. No blocks there. Okay. Fable. That's a pretty good counter target. Let's not let that happen. Okay, we flip. And we're just swinging here. And we'll wait one more turn to drop the Jin, so we can hold Fading Hope. They're technically ahead in the race. They're one turn ahead of us. Tap land this turn. Disfigure. Well, we could save you. We protect the Jin a lot better. Yeah, I think we let you go. Keep our Fading Hope as our only protection for the Jin currently. Okay. E3. My turn. Blue is open. They could bake to spear the Jin. Pretty bad. Let's see if they have it here. Let it land. Okay. They don't try to pick it off. That's pretty big for us. 5 mana. No Invoke Despair. Now I have black. Try the Flesh Gorger. Only leaving open red and blue. I think we take this chance to Essence Scatter. They now need Voltage Surge to pick off the Jin by sacking the blood token. Now I'm not convinced they have it. Okay. Start with a Scry. Impulse is good. Just swing here. Hold Fading Hope to protect. Hold Essence Scatter against Sheldred type things. Okay. Don't have overwhelming damage yet, but we'll get there. There's Shelly. We have the counter. Tap land. They're almost out of gas, too. Okay. We'll take the Impulse now to power up the Jin. And we'll just look for a counter spell, basically. I'll take the next Impulse. Run it back. Thirst is good. We could take a Thirst here. Could cast it for 2. Okay. Hold Fading Hope. Actually, we can play out the land. And play the Terror as well. Swing for 6 now. When it drops to 5, play out the Terror. Okay. And hold one last protection. And they scoop. There we go. Okay, on the draw, we do have a Delver on 1. One on Orzhov. Start here. Anna, Sun, Sparkle. Okay. Tap land, that's nice. Sure, reveal that. Turn 2 flip. Let's try to scry into more land, ideally. Not you, okay. Swing for 3 here. Hold up an Essence Scatter and slip out the back and consider. I don't think we take Consider here, sadly. I think we want to protect the Aberration, if possible. We hit land anyway, which feels pretty good. Swing here for 3. Okay. And now we can play out Consider this turn, and maybe also slip out the back. We'll see what they do. They attempt to remove you, so we'll slip you out once now. Okay. Looks like no cut down in addition. Attempt to Underdog here. I don't think we care. We're racing them, right? Just let it go. We want to counter Sheldred, but I don't think we care about the Underdog. I think I Consider here. I mean, we already have 2 of them. Do we need another? I don't think so. Otawara is interesting. Okay. I think we're going to Consider this turn. And we're probably going to play out Otawara as well. I don't think we need to bounce anything per se. Let's start here. Impulse is okay. Something else to do. Swing for 4. And hold open, slip out the back, Impulse, and Essence Scatter. I think that's fine. Opponent's down to 10. Don't need to drop the Terror just yet. Okay, they attack. No big deal. Take 3. First damage of the game to us. They drop a Sheldred. It's an easy counter here. Scooperoonie, baby. Mono blue, doing mono blue things.